They need some boundaries. Oh, close, surely. Kept low, inside edge, says Jax.
I think there must have been an inside edge here because it looked very straight, didn't it? Ishan Kishan getting down really low to hit leg side. If there's no inside edge, you'd think surely. Yeah, but big inside edge.
Reverse swept over short cover for 4.
Well, it's the first time we've really seen this off Jax, who generally has looked to bowl to the big leg side. He's generally bowled short of a length, a bail trimming length, and very straight. So it's only a matter of time before that reverse hit or reverse sweep came out.
First boundary for 14 deliveries for India, much needed. .150 up. Now, as that pitched in line, may well have pitched just outside leg. They have a debate. Again, it's a no from Jax.
It's actually just gripped to touch for the spinners, hasn't it? It's been a really good pitch, I think. It's offered pace and bounce for the quicker bowlers. There's just been enough grip to keep the spinners interested. That one, again, just ever so slightly turned off the surface. So there'll be a bit there for India's 3 spinners as well.
Harry Brook thought maybe bounce there, bouncing over, but Michael Atherton's right. It's just gripped. Another left-hander aside with plenty of them. Gives himself room, finds Archer on the boundary. Yeah, just outside leg.
Jackson.
153 for 4. Overs. One of those 3 was superb from Sam Curran. They've got to bowl 2 of those 3 overs at the end now, with the shorter boundary to the left-hander on the leg side. Well, that doesn't matter because he's belted it over wide mid-off for 4.
You mentioned the short leg side to the left-handers. Would you have started where England start? I mean, you can't predict who's going to be there at the end. But I think India's most threatening batters are left-handers, aren't they? And they're going to have, as you say, 2 of the last overs hitting to that short side.
Yeah, we were all a bit surprised when Jofra Archer bowled the first over from the Brian Statham end. That's gone up. It hasn't been timed at all, and it's just catching practice. Dawson this time with the catch. He's been moved into the inner circle, the easiest of chances. And Ishan Kishan goes 1 short of a half-century.
Haven't really got going in the last 3 or 4 overs. He sliced this one, a simple catch to Dawson, but Curran and Jax between them have put together 2 or 3 really good overs here for England, and they're just as Ishan Kishan goes for 49 off 40.
Lives at the crease. Akshar Patel Starts with a bump and it's too high.
He was eyeing up the leg side, wasn't he, or mid-on, straight of the leg side, and sliced it. England's fielding has been pretty good, both up at Durham where they were sharp and here this afternoon. Some thought that Curran could be an ODI captain candidate and T20 candidate if they give Brook the Test captaincy. What do you think, Nas?
I haven't thought that far ahead, to be honest. So I'm just thinking of these 2 overs and 3 balls. There's talk of him taking over from Stokes in the Test side as the all-rounder. In the deep, as it carried, it has, hasn't it? Jofra Archer diving forward. They're just going to check it. Archer didn't look convinced. Yeah, they will check it.
Copy, Suggs. TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for a fair catch. Check the bowler's feet. It is a fair delivery. I'll go to your best angle, please.
Other way, stand by.
Okay, just take that back, please, Will.
Okay, will do.
Ball in hands. Yeah, just take it back 1 frame again. Okay, roll this through. Okay, ball bursts through the hand and touches the ground. Our ball on ground. I've made my decision for the big screen.
Third umpire. Well, the cheer tells you what the Indian fans think. It's one of those, isn't it? Was his fingers underneath the ball? The third umpire, Russell Warren, felt that it burst through those fingers and touched the ground. Jofra just getting some treatment.
When he turns over and comes up, it looks like the fingers are under the ball. So, to my mind, he's got his fingers under. But the only thing you'd say is Archer's reaction was not that of a man really confident he'd taken the catch.
Yeah, he was uncertain. He almost wanted the third umpire to have a look. Yeah, he called for it.
England would love to have seen the back of one of the left-handers.
Needs to be on strike for this next delivery. Umpires are just checking, did they take a run? Did they cross? And the third umpire has decided that's a dot ball. Well, I'm a little bit confused there, because if that wasn't a single, why was Akshar Patel on strike? Because Tilak hit it. We did a lot of checking there, and then we had another left-hander on strike.
So we're sure that was a dot ball, as you say, in which Tilak should have been on strike.
Brilliant from Sam Curran. His afternoon with the ball is done. He may have a roll with the bat. 3 for 32.
Just as India were looking to accelerate in the final third of the innings, and he's held them in check. Excellent 3 for 32 from 4.
Be Josh Tongue on debut, bowling his last over. Follows him. And they come back for 2.
Well, it's an opportunity here, Tong, to use
a flyer, so
looks like they're going to save Archer as long as he's fit after that catch to bowl that crucial 20th over if the 2 left-handers are in. Misses both. No, not at the other end. I was going to say both ends, but Josh Buttler, only he knows which end he was throwing there, and he hit the non-striker's end.
He was definitely throwing to his end. You saw the reaction from Buttler. He was definitely throwing to the striker's end, but he'll take it. Yeah. And in the end, he hits bang on at the non-striker's end, but that's not where he was aiming, I don't think. But England will take it because they've got rid of one of those left-handers, so they may have a right-hander in with a critical last over to the short side. 165 for 6 is just petering out.
Harshit Rana will be at that non-striker's end.
Another look at Buttler, who's got a bullet arm and hitting the end that he wasn't really aiming for, but he'll certainly take it.
I know a few keepers would be saying I knew exactly what I was doing there. Glove off, inner glove on still, and hit middle stump. I think Josh told the huddle, no, I didn't mean that.
To see him smile on his face. Just of late, in England colours, he's had a bit of a struggle in T20 internationals.
Given as a wide, even though Harshit moved slightly across, and that is what Josh Tongue is saying to young Bumble, and that is what Harry Brook is saying as well. Did he move across, and do you give my bowler a little bit more leeway because of it?
Yeah, they all felt so. Tong first of all, and you can see there that Harshi's got across, and it's probably not a wide in any, Ken, so I think he's harshly done to there, Josh Tongue, and you could tell from Butler's reaction that he felt so too.
This is very good. Short to the left-handers and wide Yorkers to the right-handers. This has been a superb half an hour from England.
Yeah, just at the 13 over mark, India were 130 for 3. Going at 10 and over, beautifully poised for a power pack finish, but it hasn't worked out that way yet.
Full toss, and that wide has been costly. Harry Brook and Josh Tongue will not be impressed with that wide call because it meant an extra delivery, and that extra delivery went for 6. 173 for 6. Hold.
And he's still spewing about that wide call, shaking his head in the fielding position that he's at now at short fine leg, thinking about that wide.
And it could be back-to-back sixes. It is.
India needed this. They'd stalled, and now they're just getting a little bit of momentum into the innings right at the end. That 6 off Tong last ball, and now Archer going for a 6 off his first over. Left-hander on strike, short side, leg side is beckoning.
And again, England risk bowling to a left-hander in the last over. How costly will that risk be? Hitting downwind to the shorter side.
Well, we don't say it in hindsight. We mentioned it right at the start of the game when England opted to bowl their first over from the Statham end. I was on with Ravi. We mentioned it then, that throwing it forward on all India's left-handers, you're going to be bowling the last over to the short side.
And for that reason, should Tilak Varma just take every ball here and turn down a single? Should he say, leave it to me? Wide, over short third to the boundary. 6, 6, 4.
Yeah, just enough to get it over Josh Tong's head. It was a pretty good response from Jofra Archer, in truth, having been belted for those 2 sixes. Pushes it wide, gets it up on Yorker length. But excellent from Tilak Varma, slicing it away over Tong for 4 more.
That is a fantastic shot. A wide Yorker, and he sliced it and got underneath it somehow. Bouncer, was it too high? Umpire says no, that's fine. Perfect bouncer. Stopped by Josh Tongue. And they do take the single.
Yeah, he might have felt that the way that came off the bat, there was a chance of a misfield here and scurry back for 2, but now I'm not sure that Tilak Varma's happy about it. He's at the non-striker's end when he's the one India want on strike.
Another short ball. Butler appeals, and it has been given out. Shake of the head from Jofra Archer, but he came back well after 16 from the first 3.